Good day everyone, my name is Miracle from Group 2 and now we're going to tackle about the modern standard discipline and general actions. For our lesson objectives, the students are expected to meet these three objectives. The first is navigate floor direction, demonstrate general actions to follow floor direction effectively, and modern standard discipline. The second is perform quantities of turn, execute precise quantities of turn specific to modern standard discipline with adherence to dance technique. And last objective is demonstrate general actions technique, apply general action techniques like jive action, CBMP, chasse, close, heel pull, heel turn, with momentum control and proper body alignment. And now, let's proceed with the introduction. The modern standard ballroom discipline, it includes traditional ballroom dances like tango, waltz, quick step, and foxtrot. And these dances, it focuses on the graceful movements, precise techniques, and smooth floor movement. And in these dances, meron siyang three key aspects. The first one is the floor direction, the second is the general actions, and the third is the quantities of turn. As for the floor direction, ito yung flow or the path that the dancers follow in the ballroom floor. And understanding the floor direction, it will help the dancers to avoid collisions and maintain gracefulness, to maintain or continue the flow of their dancing. And the second aspect is the general actions. These are the fundamental movement techniques such as concha body movement position or the CBMP, chasse, a side close side step, and heel turns. And mastering these fundamental movement techniques, it ensures smooth transitions, proper alignments, and coordination with the partner. And for the last key aspect is the quantities of turn. As the word suggests, this refers to how much the dancers rotate during the steps and sequence. It can be quarter or half-free turns. And controlling these turns accurately, it preserves balance, timing, and elegance of the dance. And with these fundamental elements, it will help in enhancing the visual appeal and it makes sure na lahat ng dancers or lahat ng mananayaw ay gumagalaw ng maayos kasama ang kanilang mga partner. And in this discipline, kinakailangan na pagsasama ng bawat control sa bawat galaw or also known as integration of momentum control. Also, kailangan din ng tamang pagkakaayos ng katawan or the body alignment. And last is, dapat meron ding tamang timing. With that, ang modern standard ballroom ay isang uri ng sayaw na pinagsama ang athleticism at sining. Bakit nga ba tinuturing ito isang sayaw na pinagsamang athleticism at sining? It's because ang modern standard ballroom, kinakailangan siya ng physical strength, endurance, coordination, and precise control over movements. And yung mga dancers dito, nagkakaroon sila or require sila magkaroon ng rigorous physical training with artistry, which makes modern standard ballroom a unique form of athletic dance. And these elements, it ensures smooth floor navigations, elegance, and harmony between partners, highlighting the integration of athleticism and artistic expression in this discipline.
So good morning everyone, my name is Adrian Alano. I'm the second reporter and I will be discussing floor specification, floor direction, as well as its importance. So first is this floor specification. So pag floor specification, it basically means what the room is called or the specific parts of a floor or the stage where the partners are performing in dancing or the modern ballroom dance. So there are basically four parts. Is it four? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, four. So first is the long side, and then the center, and then the wall, and the short side wall. So first is the long side. So what is the long side? Long side are the longer edge of the rectangular floor. In competitions, this is often the side visible to the audience. So basically, yung long side, based on what you see on this slide, itong long side, ito yung mostly yung part ng stage where it is visible to the audience. So basically, parang ito yung harap ng floor or ng stage. So next is the short side or the walls. It is the shorter edge of the floor, sometimes called the wall. So when dancers face the wall, they are facing that short side. So based on what you are seeing on the PowerPoint, there are the two walls. So una is yung at the back side ng wall, yung kasing haba ng long side, and then yung another wall which is found on its sides. It is called the short side wall. So yung wall na nasa pinakalikod, parang ito yung opposite ng long side. Ito yung parang back side ng stage or ng dance floor. Tapos yung short side is obviously yung sides ng stage or ng dance floor. It is a shorter wall. So pag sinabing face the wall, so basically, of course, mag-face sila sa wall. So meron ding yung short side, it's either yung left wall and then yung right wall. So next is the center. So what is the center? It is the middle point of the floor. It's useful as a reference for diagonals, traveling figures, and formations. So center, obviously, ito yung gitnang part ng floor or ng stage. So ginagamit mostly yung center as a reference in pag may mga times na mag-move yung mga dancers or yung couples into diagonals, or pag may mga steps or chorus sila, and that requires traveling and formations. So, to make it more specific, so mag-proceed tayo sa floor direction. Ayan. So, ito po yung floor direction. So, yung malaking rectangular na nakikita nyo is yung mismong stage. And then, yung first part ng floor direction is the line of dance or the LOD. So, what is line of dance? So, an invisible path that runs around the room, usually counterclockwise or pa dito, and couples travel around the floor following the LOD to keep traffic flowing smoothly. Ayan, so yung nakikita nyo pong arrow dyan sa may gilid, yung parang pa ganun, pa counterclockwise na arrow, yun yung line of dance or yung LOD. So, meron ganon sa dance floor in order for them to, hindi sila magbanggaan. Kasi nga, alam niyo ba yun yung sa mga competitions like dance sports? Di ba pag sa dance sports, competition siya where couples or yung mga contestants is sabay-sabay silang sumasayaw. Like, so, to prevent them from hitting each other, yung pagbabanggaan. So there's a line of dance para may specific sila na way kung saan sila mag-route or kung saan nila i-perform yung steps na gagawin nila. So sa line of dance, merong facing LOD and backing LOD. So yan po yung nakikita dyan sa gilid. So pag facing LOD, papunta siya dito. Pag backing LOD, papunta siya dito sa kabila. So pag facing LOD means your body faces the same direction the couples on the LOD are moving. Ayan. So pag sinabing facing LOD, di ba yung line of dance papunta dito sa counterclockwise? So pag facing LOD, obviously, dapat naka-face ka dun sa line of dance. So halimbawa dito. Dito ka naka-face. So pag facing LOD, dapat papunta siya dun. Dito ka nakaharap. So pag backing LOD naman, means your back is toward the LOD. Meaning, you're stepping backwards along that path. So basically, pag backing LOD, of course, nakaharap yung backside mo sa LOD. So pag papunta ka doon, then, of course, pa-backstep ka. So, pabaliktad yung lakad mo kasi nga, you are backing LOD or your back is faced on the line of dance. So next is the itong diagonally to the yung center muna para mas maayos. Yan, so yung center or the arc so yung center is obviously again, yun yung center ng dance floor. Yun nga yung reference in order for them para malaman kung saan sila papunta and kung when they are performing a diagonal techniques or yung steps. So, after ng center, ito na yung mga, yung diagonally to the center or yung BC, ito pong nasa kabilang side sa may facing line of dance. And then sa Sa babang part is yung diagonally to the wall. So pag sinabing diagonally to the center, ibig sabihin galing sila sa side part ng stage, dun sa start ng LOD, and then of course, mamove sila diagonally towards to the center or papunta sa gitna. So halimbawa ito yung line of dance. So nandito sila sa part na to. So doon, pag sinabing diagonally to the center or yung DC, so of course, mag-move sila here diagonally papunta sa center. So pag sinabi namang diagonally to the wall, di ba katulad sinabi ko kaganina, yung wall is it's either here, here, or here. So pag sinabing diagonally to the wall, so magsa-start sila here sa first or sa gitang part ng line of dance. So papunta sila diagonal, pabalik, papunta sa wall. So yung kabilang side naman is backing diagonally to the wall. So yan. So mag-start naman ulit sila dito sa papunta naman pa forward. Backing diagonally to doon. So parang naka-face ka sa naka-backwards ka. Tapos magbaback ka diagonally papunta sa wall, sa kabilang wall. Kasi dito din yung wall. May wall din dito sa other side. So yung babang part naman is backing diagonally to the center. Yan. So basically, pa-back din yung move mo, papunta ka naman sa center. So parang kabaliktaran lang siya ng isa. Yan. So yun na po yung floor direction. So move forward tayo sa importance of floor direction. So knowing floor direction in dance helps dancers move safely and avoid bumping into each other, which is crucial in group dances. Ay nakakapatulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, 'di ba, sa mga dance sports, sa competitions na yun, yung mga couples and yung mga dancers, they dance parang sabay-sabay silang sumasayaw in one time. So maraming couples yun. So obviously may tendency na magkabanggaan sila. Pero pag alam mo yung floor direction, pag aware ka sa directions ng floor or yung mga specific parts ng stage na gagalawan nyo, obviously ma-avoid nyo yung bumpings. So it also makes learning steps easier and keeps everyone in the right spots. Ayan. So obviously, pag alam mo yung floor direction, of course, mas madali mong malalearn yung mga steps. Kasi nga, yung floor directions, parang yung mga names nun is magsisilbing reference sa'yo or parang mga codes in order for you to know where to move. So mas mabilis mo siyang malalaman. So next is, by using directions like upstage and downstage, dancers can stay together, make fantastic shapes, and face the audience at the correct times. So ano ba yung upstage and downstage? So pag sinabing upstage and downstage, parang yung term na to is borrowed from theater. So ginagamit din sa theater yung term na upstage and downstage. So pag upstage is farther from the audience or towards the back wall. So pag upstage, halimbawa ito yung stage. So of course, upstage farther from the audience. So, di ba dito yung audience? So, pag upstage, pagbaba ka, papunta sa wall. Pag downstage naman, ito naman yung part where papalapit ka sa audience or you're moving towards the front. So, these are useful when staging a performance so dancers know where to move for visual effects. Yan po ay sa theater. Pero ang purpose naman yan sa modern ballroom dance, ang purpose yan is so dancers can stay together, make fantastic shapes, and face the audience at correct time. So halimbawa, pag sinabing dito sa techniques na to, mag-move tayo towards the downstage. So of course, with that, malalaman nila na gagawin nila yung technique na yon or execute nila towards papuntang front sa audience. So next, this way, everyone dances smoothly and the performance looks impressive to the audience. O yan, kasi nga, hindi naman simple yung pagsayaw-sayaw lang. Kailangan pag magsasayaw ka, especially if you are dancing modern ballroom dance, kailangan alam mo yung specifications ng stage and kung saan part ka mag-execute nung techniques na yon. So, para na din sa coordination nyo ng partners nyo, para maganda din yung visual effects as well as mas mukhang unity yung dance, especially if you are dancing with a lot of other couples or competitors as well. So to learn more about the floor specification as well as the floor directions, we will attach a video from YouTube So, ang title ng video is, ito po siya, nakita mo sa PowerPoint, How to Move Around Floor, Line of Dance in Ballroom. So, panoodin niyo po yung video na yan in order for you to understand more about the floor direction. So, i-attach naman din po namin yung link kasama nung video presentation namin para mas madali niyo ma-access yung video. That's all. Thank you so much.
So, good day everyone. My name is Bibi Labi Protasio and I'm the third reporter. So, ang pag-uusapan naman po natin ay ang general action. So, ang general actions po ay may 6 movements or action. Ito po ay ang drive action, CBMP or also known as contrary body movement position, chase, close, heel pull, and heel turn. So, ano nga po ba ang general action? So, ang general action po ay siya po yung basic body movements or techniques na ginagamit sa pagsasayaw sa ballroom. So, ang purpose po ng general action ay ma-perform po ng mga dancers ang sayaw with a smooth and accurate and graceful movement. So, pag-usapan naman po natin, bago po tayo dumako doon, ano nga po ba yung purpose ng general action? So, ang purpose ng general action ay ma-maintain yung body alignment, ma-improve yung body control, tapos magkaroon ng smooth transition between the partners para di ba pag nagkaroon ng smooth transition, parang ang niya, expressive siya tingnan and parang malinis. Parang nagkakaroon sila ng control and yun, magandang tingnan kapag nagkakaroon sila ng synchronization. So, pag-usapan naman po natin ang drive action. So, according sa PPT, ang drive action is generally used in the first step of each figure combined of leg swing and bending of knees. So, dito po sa drive action is isa po siyang powerful movement na ginagamit in first step. So, it involves pushing from one leg while swinging motion of other leg. Dito po sa drive action ay mayroon po siyang dalawang action which are the forward drive action and backward drive action. Dito po sa forward drive action, meron po ditong lower, resist, control, pull, and recover. While sa backward drive action naman po ay may prepare, lower, resist, control, push, and recover. So, ano nga po ba yung purpose ng drive action? So, ang purpose po ng drive action ay magkaroon po ng smooth transitions and synchronization between the partners. So, syempre, kapag mayroon ng smooth transition and synchronization between the partners ay di ba po magandang tingnan and parang hindi siya makalat panoorin. So, yun lang po ang drive action. So, good day everyone. Ngayon naman po ay i-demonstrate ko po kung paano po gawin yung drive action. So, ang first step po dito ay ang dalawa pong kamay is nakapatong po siya sa chest natin. Tapos po, ito pong right natin ay left leg. Yes po, ito pong left leg or kaliwang paa ay i-move forward din natin siya. Ganito po siya, pero nakabend po yung knees. And then, kapag babalik ka po, dapat po, yung body mo is bumababa. Parang, so, ganito. So, yun lang po.
Good day everyone, my name is Julian Emlaid and I will be discussing about the CBMP, which is also known as the contrary body movement position. So the CBMP is a dance or walking technique where the body twists so the hips and shoulders turn toward the moving foot. It is also an indication of foot placement and where there is a slight rotation prior to taking the steps. So, ano nga ba yung pinagkaiba ng CBMP sa CBM, which is the contrary body movement? So, the contrary body movement or the CBM is the action of twisting the body. Meanwhile, the contrary body movement position or the CBMP is the resulting foot position from that twist.
So good day everyone. Now I will show you how to execute the CBMP or the contrary body movement position. So first, when stepping the right foot forward, the right hip and shoulder would turn in a twisting motion. So first, then now I will show you the routine.
Good day everyone, I'm Stephanie Lois Afriqueo. So today I'll be teaching you how to do chasse or how to demonstrate chasse. So before we start, chasse means to chase one foot is chasing another foot. So basically this foot is chasing the foot. So it is used in many dances in many variations, and the most commonly used for chasse are ballets. So all variations are triple step patterns of gliding character in a step together step. So basically, you must step ka punta dito. Like this is the right and this is the right foot and this is the left foot. So technically mapunta here forward and then close together and then step another step. So let's go. We're gonna demonstrate how to do chasse. Chasse is also known as galop in another form. So you place your foot like this, and then point the another foot. Tapos there are many variations of chasse. So I'm gonna teach you the most basic ones first. Yung wala pang hand placement, and then after this I'm gonna demonstrate with hands naman po. So you put your toes, and then you're gonna do like para siyang skips. So step, close, step, step, close, step. So naka-point ka rin siya here. So pwede mo rin siyang gawin forward. So pag forward naman, papunta dito yung toe. Step, toe, step. Ito naman ang ipo-point mo kabila. And then, kapag ito tuloy-tuloy mo siya, magbubuka siyang gato. Step. 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 Close. Step. So, kapag may hand placement naman, kung ano yung nakapoint, kunyari, ito nakapoint, diba? Ito yung ipupunta mo forward. So, yung left hand is you're gonna point forward, and then the right hand, ipo-point mo siya sidewards. So, step, go, step, step. Sorry, hindi na kaya ng camera. So, that's how you dance chasse mo. Thank you!
So good day everyone, I am Fatima Shanji Panaya. So in modern standard ballroom, or also called the international standard, so the close step or the closing step is a basic movement used to move both feet together at the end of many figures. So it is not usually a figure on its own. Rather, it is the final step sa pattern that brings the moving foot to close beside sa supporting foot. So it is used in many dances such as waltz, foxtrot, and quick step. And kadalasan is to complete a basic figure that serve bilang final step or to prepare for a direction change. By closing the feet together provides a stable and balanced position that is ideal for pivoting or preparing to step up in a new direction. That's all.
So this is close step, close position. First is maghaharap yung partners. So first step is magba-backward yung girl and magpo-forward naman yung guy. So next is magsa-sideward yung opposite foot. And lastly is i-close yung first foot sa second foot.
Good day everyone, my name is Pauline Adelina Punaso and I'm here to discuss about the healthcare.
So, a heel turn is a static turn made over heel and weight is transferred after the turn is complete. So, kumbaga, yung heel turn is yung based sa word na heel. Yung heel mismo is yung iikot. Siya yung mag-rotate kasama na din yung sa body mo. Yung sa katawan mo sa pag-ikot. So, kapag umikot na mismo yung heel mo, yung sa paa mo, dapat isama mo na rin yung katawan mo para magkaroon ng smooth execution. And a heel turn is when you rotate your body while keeping your weight on the heel of one foot. It's used to change direction smoothly. So, yun na nga. And dun sa mismong heel na yun is hindi ito yung paa. Hindi mismo yung full feet ang magkakaroon ng bigat. Yung mismong heel ng paa mo. Kasi kung lahat ng paa mo is magkakaroon ng bigat, mahirapan ka mag-execute ng heel turn at hindi yung magiging smooth. Kaya nga po, ang purpose ng heel turn is to execute smooth direction is para magkaroon siya ng smooth na pag-turn ng heel. So, this is the demonstration of the stopping heel turn. So, unang-una, yung bigat mo nasa heel dapat ng right. Kung mag-heel turn ka sa pakaliwa, yung bigat ng weight mo sa heel is dapat nasa kanan. And kung mag-heel turn ka na papuntang kanan, yung bigat mo na sa heel is dapat nasa kaliwa. So, ganito. Hindi halata, pero dito yung dapat yung bigat kung papunta kang kaliwa. At kung pupunta ka naman sa kanan, yung bigat ng heel mo is nasa kaliwa. Hindi siya nakaganitong kaway, hindi nakaganito or ganito. Dapat close together talaga sila. Para hindi mukhang pangit pag maikot, diba? Ang pangit naman. So, dapat magka-close together sila para yung execution mo ng pag-release. So, kahit sa kanan tayo mag-heel, nandito sa kaliwa yung bigat. And yung pag-ikot, yung placement ng paa-ways, hindi nandito yung bigat, kundi nandito. Kaya nga heel turn nasa heel. So, pag lahat kasi ng paa-ways ng weight mo, nandito sa lahat, is pangit niya i-execute paano mo gagawin ng pangit na Kaya nga heel turn kasi yung bigat is nasa heel. So, medyo nakaangat yung paa mo dito sa floor. Medyo nakaangat yung ganyan. Pero hindi naman obvious na nakikita nakaangat. Pero nakaangat yung slide. And yung bigat na is nasa heel. So, yun.
Good day everyone, my name is Yuwalara and today we will be discussing the heel pull. The heel pull is a type of heel turn technique used to slow down the body and change direction. This movement involves pivoting on one foot while keeping the other foot in contact with the ground, allowing the body to rotate and shift their weight. By performing a heel pull, individuals can effectively reduce their speed and transition into a new direction. This technique is commonly used in various activities such as dancing, ice skating, or even everyday movements like walking or running. The heel pull is an essential skill to master as it enables individuals to control their movement, maintain balance, and efficiently change directions.
Good day. Now I will teach you how to do the heel pull. First, you slide your right foot backward, and then do the same with your other foot while turning to the other position. While on your toes. And now you can move to wherever you will go. Okay, for you.
So good day everyone, my name is Jenny Balan from Group 2 and I will be discussing you the quantity of turns or the importance of quantity of turns. Understanding the quantity of turn in ballroom dance is essential because it helps dancers maintain control, timing, and coordination. It emphasizes that understanding how much to turn is crucial in ballroom dance. So in maintaining control, accurate turns help dancers maintain balance and stability. So dito mape-prevent yung mga uncontrolled movements na maaaring mag-result ng negative effects sa whole dance performance. And timing naman, kapag alam natin yung mga proper turns, is ma-execute natin yung movements and time with music, which is essential for maintaining rhythm and musicality. Then last is coordination. Consistent turn quality allows partners to move together seamlessly. So dito naman, ini-enhance yung overall harmony and connection sa dance. Knowing how far to turn ensures that dancers stay in sync with their partner, avoid colliding with others on the dance floor, and perform moves with precision. So knowing the precise amount to turn helps partners to stay connected. So dito nabubuo yung tinatawag nating partner connection. Also, kapag alam natin kung paano execute ng tama yung mga turns, is nape-prevent tayo nito from drifting into other partners or couples, at maintain natin yung safe and enjoyable dance performance. Each dance has specific turns that contribute to the flow and character of the style, like smooth, controlled turns and waltz or quick spins in Latin dances. By mastering these, dancers can move confidently, creating a more polished and enjoyable experience for both themselves and their audience. So, syempre, kapag na-master na natin kung paano i-execute ng tama yung mga turns, is magiging confident na tayo sa dance floor, and at the same time, is may enjoy na lang natin yung sayaw.
And that's all for our reporting about the modern standard discipline and general actions. We hope you understand and learn some new things about this lesson. So for your assignment, you're going to record a 1 to 2 minutes video showcasing the execution of each general action learned in the lesson, such as drive action, CBMP, chasse, etc. And that would be all. Thank you, everyone.